Colostrum is being advertised as a popular replacement for both collagen and probiotics. What is your take on this?
Why? Why would we think those are the same? I don't even understand why we would think those are the same. So, collagen's really cool. So not only does it provide the amino acids that our bodies need to make collagen, which is the protein that is like our main structural protein. So it's like the main protein in bones, the main protein in skin, but it's also like the glue that holds us together. So like the stuff in between cells that holds cells together is very high in collagen protein. And collagen peptides as a supplement, the reason why they're so cool is not just because they supply raw materials. We can get raw materials from lots of different foods, but because there is a dipeptide, so a like 2 amino acid long little miniature fragment of a protein of a proline and a hydroxyproline together, and there's some really interesting science showing that proline hydroxyproline, I don't know if it has a special name, but that little dipeptide has some really cool signaling ability that stimulates collagen synthesis in us. More science definitely needed. There's really only, a handful of studies looking at proline hydroxyproline so far, but like that is in my view the really cool thing that collagen peptides have that supports our health. And probiotics, especially probiotic foods, when we're talking about like a sauerkraut or a fermented pickle or yogurt or kombucha, they have three things. So especially when we're talking about food, if we're talking about the supplement form, it depends on exactly what the supplement is, whether or not they have all three. But uh, they have prebiotics, so the food that those good bacteria like to eat. They have the probiotics, the actual good bacteria themselves, and they have postbiotics, which are the beneficial metabolic byproducts of those bacteria. So they have multiple things in them that have been shown to help improve the composition of the gut microbiome, more so than just upping fiber intake. So adding fermented foods has a bigger, more universally positive effect on the gut microbiome than just upping fiber, which is a little bit more of a mixed bag because it kind of depends on what your gut microbiome looks like to start with, on whether or not it's going to be overall beneficial or not. So, what is in colostrum that is those things? That it's not. Colostrum is really high in IgG antibodies. That is potentially cool, but I also think that there needs to be more science evaluating the effects of that. Um, but let's just start with an assumption, and I think it is an assumption that colostrum has benefits, right? Let's start with that as an assumption, even though I'm not sure the science is super supportive of that statement. But let's just say that IgG antibodies from a cow is going to be good for a human. Again, this is already a leap of logic. But it's not the same thing. It's not the, it's maybe it's also beneficial, but it is not the same beneficial. That would be like saying vitamin C and zinc are the same thing. They're not. Like they're different nutrients that do different things in the body. We need them both. Uh and I don't know if I would say we need colostrum. I don't think the science is that strong yet.